Hello 11th class. This is your chapter 12 tuple lecture number 1. So in this class we will going to discuss about what is tuple, then creating tuple, how will we create tuple by using Python, then eval functions. Now first, what is tuple? So tuple is a data structure in Python. It is another sequence of data type that is similar to the list. In this, as we have created list, the same way we will create the tuple. The only difference is that list has square brackets and the tuple has parentheses. Now a tuple consists of a number of values separated by commas. Tuples are enclosed within parentheses. The one more thing that is very important, that is tuples are immutable. That is, you cannot change the elements of tuple in place. Now, in this, we will understand that how we will create tuples. So, tuples are created just like list except by parentheses in place of square brackets. Now, there are some examples. So, when you will write this, so it will give you a tuple. And if you will write the elements that is separated by comma, this is also a tuple. And how will you identify that this is tuple? By these parentheses. Now next, in this also you can see here the values are integer, then float, then integer, then float. So you can also take here any number of any data type like float, integer, string. Now see the another example, that is string, then integer, then again string, then integer. You can also string and integer also here. Now second, in the last example also you can see the string values are there. Now creating tuple. So t is equal to, this is the empty tuple. So t is equal to value 1 comma value 2 then value 3. So this construct, this is known as tuple display construct. So here you can see this is an empty tuple. By this way you can create an empty tuple, or you can write t is equal to tuple. Now second is a single element tuple. So in this you will write t is equal to 20. So when you print the value of t, it will give you the value the same, that is 20. Now next is t is equal to 5. So when you print the value of t, it will give you the 5. You can see after 5 the comma is inserted, so it will give you the comma also. Now t is equal to 100. So in this I have written here parenthesis and then comma, so it will give you the result like this. Okay. Now third method is creating long tuples. So in this you can write any number of values and you can create a long tuple. Now fourth category is the nested tuple. So in this you can create tuple within tuple. So here you can see the tuple, this is the tuple, and in this is another tuple. So this is the outer tuple, this one is the inner tuple. So when you calculate the length of T1, then it will give you the value 5. When you want to access the element T1 at index 1, so it will give you the result 20, because here also the index starts from 0, 1, 2, then it will give you 3, then 4. Now again T1, 3, 1. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is your tuple 3, and then you have to access the element 1. So this 40 is at 0 index, this 50 is at 1 index. So it will give you the result 50. Now using eval while creating tuple. So in this variable my tuple, this is equal to eval input enter tuple elements. So here you have to enter the tuple elements, that is 10, then Ravi, then 10.5. So in the same way when you are going to print the value, it will give the result. Okay. Now I am showing you the practical of tuple, that how will you create. First of all, creating tuple within a single element. For example, if you will write t equal to t is equal to a, and when you are print the value of t1, then it will give you the value a. Okay, and same way if you want to type check the value of t1, that which category it belongs, so you have to type then t1. Okay, so it will give you the result, that is class str. Why it is showing the class str? Because you have to write the tuple in this way, this a, then comma. Okay, and if you will write this way, then it will give you the result tuple. Okay, I think the difference is clear now, because here it is just a normal string, and here when you will write here, you will separate it by comma, then you will check its type, then it will give you the tuple. Okay, so in this you have to include the comma. So this comma after single value is mandatory, otherwise it is not considered as tuple, rather it treated as a character or a string or an integer. Is it? I think it is clear now. Now next is that you have to create a tuple by using a built-in function tuple. How will you create? For example, t is equal to tuple. Okay, so when you are going to print the value of t, then it will give the result empty tuple. Okay, by this way also you can create your tuple. Now next is to create a tuple that containing the string value using the function tuple. So this my is equal to apple, banana, cherry. Okay, so these three are the elements of in this tuple when you are going to. Okay, next. Okay, by this way you can create a tuple. Now as I said, by using the keyword tuple also you can create a tuple by string values. So here for example, my tuple is equal to the same line I am writing here, tuple. Okay, then you can say the tuple is in purple color, and if you are going to print this tuple, there is an error, that is my tuple expected mode 1 argument and got 3. Okay, here the error is with the parenthesis. So here you will write the parenthesis of this tuple, because this is a built-in function, so do not forget to write the parenthesis. Okay, then you have to print my tuple. Okay, then it will give you the result in tuples form. Next is creating tuple by accepting user input using the loop. Okay, so I am opening a new, then here you will write your program. For example, like t is equal to empty tuple. This is the empty tuple. Now n is equal to int input. What you will write? You have to just print a message and enter any number. Enter any number. Okay, then I is equal to 1, while, because I am just showing you that how the tuple will accept by the user by using while loop. So here you have to use the while loop, while I is less than equal to n, then you will write a is equal to input. Now I am taking here as a string, enter number. enter number. Okay, now next is t, that is your tuple. Now the value of t will get increased by this a. So in the value of I, it is also increasing, I plus 1. Then you have to print what? It will give the result output is, that is t. Okay, so you have to save your file. Now run it. So enter any number. Okay, I'm going to close it. Run it again. Enter any number. So I'm writing, I just want 3 numbers. That is 100, 200 and 300. Now it will give you the result this. Okay, you are entering 3 number in tuple. So this is the tuple, and in this tuple, this will add the value this. Okay, so this t is empty now. So in this t, whatever value you are inserting, it will just add the number in this tuple. Okay, now the second way is by using the for loop. So in this, the value of I, okay, this will change. Here you will write the loop for. So for I in range by using the range method. So I in range n, okay, till n it will go. Now it will ask from the user. Then this value also will not come. Okay, so now just check. Here also, for example, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so it will give you the result in the form of string. Okay, so this is the program by using for loop. So by for loop also you can add the elements in tuple. Now next is the tuple, nested tuple. So in nested tuple, for example, this t1 is equal to this 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is your t1. Now t2 is equal to any string value, this a, then b. Okay, now next is t3. In t3, what will you write? You have to write just t1, t2. You have to assign it. Okay, so in t3, t1 and t2 will combine. So you have to just print the value of t3. So it will give you the result like this. So you can see this bracket, this one and this. This is the outer, and this is the inner. So this is the tuple within tuple. So tuple can be placed inside the other tuples. So when you add one or more tuple inside another tuple, so the item in the nested tuples are combined together to form a new tuple. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Now the next is your homework. So you have to revise your classwork and do practice with tuple in Python editor. So thank you and have a nice day.